Om Bhadram Karnebi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyem Akshaviryajatraha Sthirai Rangai Stushtuamsas Tanubi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastina Brahaspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying Gaudapadacharya's Mandukya Karikas, and we have completed the study of 3 prakaranas. Agama prakarana means the original Mandukya Upanishad, which has told us through meaning of Onkar that everything is only one without a second reality, Advaita. Now, the same thing is re-established in the second Vaitatya Prakaran by telling that though the Dvaita appears to be real, but it is not real. And then, in the third Prakarana, Advaita Prakarana, we were told the exact nature of Advaita and how it includes sadhana, and how that sadhana also has to be done without giving up Advaita. This was explained. And there a reference had come to other darshanas, other philosophies by scholars. And it was shown there itself that they oppose each other. And it was told in the beginning, we don't have any quarrel with anybody because they are our parts. They think that appearance is Dvaita and ultimate reality also is Dvaita. While we accept that the appearance is Dvaita, but we know that is not the nature of the ultimate reality, and so we do not quarrel. And there it was hinted that as they are quarreling with each other, so that shows that there are some basic defects. And by contrast, it was told that as this is not opposed to anybody, so it is the right philosophy. That very thing has to be told in this Alata Shanti Prakaran. 4th Prakaran is called Alata Shanti. But we must find out through the name what is the meaning of Alata Shanti. Now, the Buddhists have an example to establish their darshana. They say, if you take a ignited firebrand, that means at कम करने का कोई उपाय कोई अपने पास बढ़ा दो टेम्परेचर या बंद कर दो. So, Buddhists say that we have an ignited firebrand. That means at the tip there is fire. And then we move it. There, this example. When we are moving it, to an onlooker from a distance appears there are figures of light. But actually they are not there. And so he concludes nothing is there. Because figures are not there, that means nothing is there. But Gaudpaji replies, why figures appear? Not because of the firebrand. Because of the movement of the firebrand, the figures are appearing. So stop the movement. You need not extinguish the firebrand. You need not jump upon some conclusion. If due to movement the figures appear, then stop the movement. What will happen? You will see the point of light is very much there. Figures are illusory. The point of light is not illusory. So that he calls alata shanti. Shanti does not mean extinction. Shanti means peacefulness. Shanti means not movement. And that is the meaning of the name alata shanti. And that he has to do elaborately. Now, let us look at it from a different angle, a spiritual angle. The sadhak feels what you have told us up till now in the Agama, Vaitatya and Advaita Prakrit. We understand that that is right. And we wish to follow that also. But a doubt comes to our mind. What about these big scholars? Do you mean to say that you alone are right and the big scholars are all wrong? That puzzles us. So, in our practical life, this becomes an new obstruction. Our own experience has been shown that it is wrong. But what about the big scholars? Are they all fools? So, seeing the scholarship of the scholars, a common man gets deluded. And so it has to be shown the over-dependence on intellect or reason has waylaid them. And they have come to mutual quarrel because of that intelligence, because of that rationalism. So, don't think that because they are scholars, they can be right. No. Just as your experience can be wrong, their experience also can be wrong. And this can be established rationally by showing two things we shall see here. One is their mutual opposition. Secondly, the logic used by a philosophy. They are not using it fully. They are not using that logic till the end. If they use their own logic till the end, they will find it is wrong. So, in this way, the delusion caused by scholars is removed in this prakrit. I remember here, when I joined the Ramakrishna mission, you may say, or started my spiritual life, you may say, my Guruji told me, don't read any book by any scholar. Don't read. That definitely creates confusion. Read only the Rishi Vakyas. Read only the experiences of the realized persons. And immediately define who is a Rishi in whom you will see perfection. So Rishi is a perfected being. See, here, read what his experiences are, what he communicates to you, how he lifts your mind to the reality. Don't listen to scholars who use their human brains to find out the truth. That will definitely confuse you. And for 15 years he did not allow me to read any book by scholars. Afterwards, he said, now you can read scholars if you like, when the grounding had become perfect. And he made me read out a book to him. Dr. Mahendranath Sarkar, not Mahendralal Thakur. he has three very important books. The standard of research in those days. One book is his thesis for Delete, and that is called A System of Vedantic Thought and Culture. A system, that means Advaita system. Vedantic thought means the ideas therein, and culture means sadhana. In that he has compared at many places the different sects within Advaitism. Within Shankara's followers, there are certain differences of opinion that he has compared and tried to find out all are true. And another book, perhaps his PhD thesis, Comparative Studies in Vedantism. There he has compared the dualistic, what you call, spatial non-dualistic, Vishishta Advaita and Advaita. These three systems he has put comparatively. Third book, which is a collection of his popular lectures, is called Eastern Lights. And there he has put Arvinda Ghosh, Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, like that, philosophies or thinking of people from India. That is called Eastern Lights. So that book he made me read out to him. Anyway, so this is what is done in this Alata Shanti. Gaudapadji wants to save us from the confusion created by those who write through their intellect. And so, he has started from Agama Prakarana. And he has told, independent reason has no place. Reason, according to what the rishis say, that is the place of reason. And that he has shown in both the Vaitatya and Advaita Prakarana. So now, the defect of independent reason he is showing. That is Alata Shanti Prakarana. Now, I already told you what Shankara has said. We will read that now. Onkara Nirnaya Dvarena Agamata Pratijñātasya Advaitasya. So, Advaita, which is Agamata Pratijñāta.
Which verse? Which verse?
Start. Alata Shanti Prakarana.
Oh, start.
Introduction. Shankara's introduction to Alata Shanti Prakarana. Onkara Nirnaya Dvarena Agamata Pratijñātasya. Main word is Agamata Pratijñātasya Advaitasya. Advaita, which has been propounded, put forward as truth, that is called Pratijñātasya. Agamata by the Vedas. So Vedas have put forward the truth called Advaita. How? Onkara Nirnaya Dvarena. So, by determining the meaning of Om, we are led to Advaita. So that is Onkara Nirnaya Dvarena Pratijñātasya. Okay? Now, Advaitasya. Bahya Vishaya, that means he has referred to Agama Prakarana. Bahya Vishaya Bheda Vaitatyacha Siddhasya. Vaitatya Prakarana is referring to. What is Vaitatya? Bahya Vishaya Bheda Vaitatya. In the outside world, we see different objects. That is Dvaita. Or in the outside world, we see the division between subject and object. That is Dvaita. So, that is unreal. Vaitatya. In the Vaitatya Prakaran, we are shown that the external, compared to the reality, external subject-object division or external difference between objects and objects is unreal. By the name itself he has shown, Vaitatya, Vaitatyacha Siddhasya. Siddhasya Advaitasya. So by showing the Vaitatya of external objects difference, Advaita has been re-established. Punaha, again, Advaite means Advaita Prakarane. Vaitatya Prakarane, Advaita Prakarane. Shastra Yuktibhyam Sakshat Nirdharitasya. By scriptures and reason according to scriptures, directly Advaita has been established again. Puna. Up till now, everything is adjective of Advaitasya. Etattad uttamam satyamiti upasamvara kruto ante. Ante means end of Advaita Prakaran. Conclusion was made that this is the highest truth. Uttamam Satyam. We are told in the 48th Karika of Advaita Prakaran, Na kaschit jayate jiva sambhavosya na vidyate etattad uttamam satyam yatra kinchin na jayate. So, this was the concluder. Ante upasamvara kruto. Tasya etasya agamarthasya Advaita darshanasya. Now the word has changed. Advaita, 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 we are told the Advaita truth. Now Advaita darshana. In India, the philosophies are called darshanas. Views or experiences about the reality. So, Advaita darshan. The Advaita system of philosophy. Advaita philosophy. Advaita view of everything about the world. That is the meaning of the Vedas. Tasya, etasya, tasya means that Advaita. Etasya means this. Agamarthasya, which is the meaning of the Vedas. Advaita darshanasya. Advaita philosophy. Pratipaksha bhuta dvaitino vainashikascha. So, that is opposed. The philosophy of Advaita is opposed by two sets of people. All the dualists, you may say, orthodox or whatever they are, all the dualists, and the Buddhist, Vainashika means they hold everything is zero. That is Vainashika. Everything goes to zero. So these two sets of people are opposing the Advaita darshan by their philosophies. Tesham cha anyonya virodhat. And we see them opposing each other, fighting with each other. Raga dveshadi kleshaspadam darshanamiti mithya darshanatum suchitam. This is all within the Advaita Prakarana, past tense. That Raga dveshadi klesh. Now if you take klesh as a technical word, then avidya, asmita, raga, dvesh and abhinivesh. These are called kleshas by the Sankhya philosophers. So, avidya, I, Asmita, and immediately Raga Dvesh come. I like this, I do not like this. And then sticking to this body is called Avinivesh. So Raga Dveshadi, you take Klesh in the ordinary sense, problems, evils. Klesha means difficulties, problems, that which gives trouble. Raga, Dvesh and other troubles, they are aspada. They are house or ashraya of Raga, Dveshadi troubles. Darshanam. So their darshanas are Raga, Dveshadi, Klesha, aspada. Iti mithya darshanatum suchita. So because of these defects, they are wrong philosophies has been hinted, suchitam, indicated. Why? Why are you interested? Klesha anaspadatvat samyak darshanam iti advaita darshanam stuyate. The meaning, implication thereof is that because klesha, problems, evil, do not, this ragadvesha does not exist in the Advaita darshan. So it is the right darshan. In this way, Advaita darshan is being praised. Now from past is coming to present. Is being praised. Praise in spiritual literature always means the right efficacy in life. So that gives us moksha. This will not give you moksha. Tad means that suti. Tad means that klesha anaspadatva. Iha means in the alata shanti prakaran. Vistarena अन्योन्य विरुद्धतया असम्यक दर्शनत्वं प्रदर्श्य. In detail, the fighting with each other. By that, their asamyak darshanatva will be shown. That their wrong philosophies, not right philosophies, will be shown by their mutual opposing each other. Implication is that tat pratishedena, negation of that quarrel in Advaita Prakaran. Advaita Darshana Siddhi, so final establishment of Advaita Darshan. By showing that it does not have that mutual opposition fault. Upasamvartavya has to be concluded. Avita nyayena, avita nyaya, we shall explain now. Iti alata shantir prakaranam arabhyate. Notice this avita nyaya. The Gita Press has given in footnote. Nyaya means method of logic. There are two types of methods of logic. One is, if this is true, then this is true. That is called agreement. And second type of logic is, if this is not true, this is also not true. That is called Vyatireka. And this Vyatireka itself is called Avita. Avita Nyaya means, if this is not true, then this is not true. That means, if Advaita Prakaran does not have the kleshas, then it is the right Prakaran. That is the Avita Nyaya. Because if fighting is defective, so their darshanas are not right, meaning If there is no fight or quarrel, then that is right. That is what is being shown in this Alata Shanti Prakran. Okay. Now, the first Karika. A very important thing is coming, very, very important thing. Let us read the Karika first. Jnanena akasha kalpena dharman yo gaganopaman geya bhinnena sambuddha tam vande dvipadamvaram. So this is a coded word, not directly told. Why? One's Guru's name, one's Ishta's name is not to be publicly announced. So, to whom is this salutation? Dvipadamvaram. Dvipada means two-legged animal, means man. Birds have two legs, but they have tail and feathers, so they are not counted. Man has two legs. And Dvipadamvaram, best among them. What is the other word for this?
Avatar.
Gita. Dvau imo purushau loke ksharasya kshara evacha ksharas sarvani bhutani kutastho kshara uchyate. Uttama purusha tu anya. Yo lokatrayam avashya vivarti avyaya ishvara. Yasmad ksharamati toham aksharaadapi chottama atosmi loke vede cha prathita purushottama. Purushottam. Uttam Purush, philosophical name. Purushottam, incarnation. Uttama Purush, name of the reality. Absolute reality. Which itself appears as kshara, akshara and everything. Transcendent, immanent reality. But actual life, he is incarnation. So, Gaudapad is saluting some incarnation. And Shankar has made it clear. The first incarnation, as we believe, there is no first or second. It is a rotation. But in this kalpa, or whatever you may say, Sri Ramakrishna has repeatedly referred to him. A twin incarnation is called Nara and Narayana. Narayana is the final goal, no, name, proper name, Narayana. And Nara. He did tapasya in Badrikashram and brought Advaita to the world. That is Narayana. Now here, many important things are involved. Dvaita, Vishnadvaita, they are born from human mind mixed with the Vedic ideas. And if that dwindles, then some human being may correct it. But if Advaita Prakaran, Advaita Darshan undergoes any glani, in the Gita we are told that Mahata Kalena, desires increased, and so that Advaita was not practiced. For the bringing again of that Advaita, Lord comes in incarnation. So only God can revive Advaita. So Gaudapad is saluting his Ishta Devata, or as Shankar will show, the Sampradaya Karta. You know, in the traditional schools, some shlokas are chanted before any class. Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatputra Parasharam cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Thasya Shishyam Shri Shankaracharya Mathasya Hastamalaka, etc., etc. Asmat Gurum Santatamanatosmi. So the Sampradaya, we call it Shankar Vedanta. No. Sampradaya starts from Narayana, an incarnation. And Gautpad is saluting that incarnation. So here we are meeting many, many wonderful things. We often hear Thakur himself telling in Vachanamrita several times, Jnanis don't believe in incarnation. That Jnanis means people of a definite mold. Those whose concentration is only on Nirguna Brahma, on transcendent Brahma. Now where does incarnation come in there? But when that very Nirguna Brahma is understood to be Saguna, Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Karta, then Sthiti he desires. And to bring Sthiti, incarnation is required. And these incarnations, another point, 10 incarnations have killed Hinduism, just as belief in only one incarnation has thwarted Christians and Mohammedans and others from realizing the broadness. So these 10 incarnations have stupefied the Hindu mind. Where we get incarnation? Gita and Bhagavatam. Now in Gita, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. So a rule, a principle is told, no count. Had Krishna been 8th as per tradition, then he would have said 7 times I have come. He says, Bahuni me vetita janmani tavarcharjan. So all this tells us we cannot count incarnation. In the Bhagavatam, 24 incarnations are counted. And at the end it is said, I have counted 24. Avatarahi asankheya. They are innumerable. So, this is the first known avatar, you may say. Not Matsya man, Dvipadambaram, Purushottamam. Now, how he is praised? That is the wonderful thing. Jnani is bhakti. Tam Dvipadambaram Vande. Now, who is Tam? Akasha kalpena jnanena gaganopaman dharman neya abhinnena akasha kalpena jnanena sambuddha tam dvipadambaram vande. Now some people gross-minded, there is one Dasgupta, History of Indian Philosophy. Sambuddha means Buddha, he says. And Gautpad has praised Buddhism and criticized Buddhism as Vainashikas. Sambuddha means correctly known, nicely known, realized. Whom he knew? Gaganopaman dharman. Now, Dharman has already been used in the Advaita Prakaran in the sense of jivas. What do you call jivas? Particular attributes of the reality. That is how he looks upon jivas. Particularized attributes of the same supreme reality. That is how he views a jiva. So he's called them dharman. So he knew jivas. How? Akasha gaganopaman dharman. In the Advaita Prakaran we have seen the only example of explaining Advaita is space, Akash. Akash is called Gagana. So Dharman Gaganopaman. Dharmas whose Upama is Gagana. Meaning? No particularization. Meaning, infinitude is the meaning. Infinite, all-pervading is Jiva. Dharman. Attributes may be different, but the reality of each Jiva is infinite, like the space. Now, how he knows this? To know anything, we require knowledge. What type of knowledge? Akasha kalpena jnanena. Kalpa means like. Gagana upama is Akasha kalpa. Two words, Akash and Gagan. So, knowledge also transcendent, immanent, all-pervading, one without a second knowledge. By knowledge, Jnaya abhinnayana. What is the Jnaya in life? In Advaita Prakaran that word has come. Brahman is Jnaya finally. So, knowledge which is not different from Brahman, by that knowledge, he has known the jivas which are again like Akash. So he has praised, Vande, saluted Purushottama, but not as a person. By Advaita knowledge, which is that avatar's nature, by his real nature, he has praised him, Vande. And this in the coded words. So we find the jnanis only mean a particular set, not the real Brahma jnanis. Where to get a bigger jnani than Govt? And commentator Shankaracharya. And Shankar has made it clear whom he is praising. So, the real jnanis accept avatar. The real jnanis are devoted to avatar. And real jnanis know that avatar only brings Advaita down to this earth. Another point. In this, he is going to show the Paraspar quarrel of Dvaitis and Vainashikas. And we have no quarrel. But he has to deal with different philosophies. And so, there is a tradition or rule amongst the jnanis that we have to deal with different philosophies. Don't say this is my opinion. Otherwise that also becomes your opinion. Remember, your Guru. You understood? That is the tradition. We will find a similar expression in Narada Bhakti Sutras. He says, Jnana and Bhakti and other there he says, Swayam Phalarupata iti Brahma Kumara. So he refers to his Guru Sanat Kumar. So that is the idea. Now here, not his direct Guru, but the Parampara Guru. That is the meaning. Okay? Let us see now how Shankar introduces Tatra, in that respect, in that Alata Shanti Prakaran, Advaita Darshana Sampradaya Kartuhu. Kartu Shashti. Of the Advaita Darshana Sampradaya Karta. Sampradaya. That means he gives to his disciple nicely. He receives, becomes Guru in his turn, and he gives. That is the Sampradaya. So Advaita Darshan as a Sampradaya. We just now chanted those shlokas. The beginner of that Sampradaya. Advaita Swarupena eva. And the praise is by his Advaita Swarup. Same knowledge and same he. Namaskarartho ayam adya shloka. So this first shlok is for Namaskar to Advaita Sampradaya Karta by his Advaita nature itself. Acharya Puja hi Abhipretartha Siddhyartha Ishyate Shastraramve. Now this is a different Shastra, pros, cons of this and that. So the beginning of such Shastra always is better by referring to your Acharya. That is the tradition. Abhipretartha Siddhi. Abhipretartha is this, to show that they are fighting, we are not fighting. Akashena Ishad Asamapta Akasha Kalpam Akasha Tulyamiti Etat. Now actually Akashena is alright. But the expression is Akasha Kalpa. Kalpa means like. So, footnote they have explained. Shankar says, Ishad asamapta akasha. Little incomplete akasha. So he says, incomplete does not mean less. Like, that is all. Only he has to tell like. So, Ishad incomplete. No. Because Upma is Upma. So, exactly like Akasha we cannot say, na? Akasha has so many other things. We are not interested in that. So, that is called Ishad Asamapta Akash. Something like Akash. Akasha Tulyam. The final conclusion is Akasha Tulya iti etat. Tena Akasha Kalpena Jnanena Kim what? Dharman. Atmana Dharman. Now here, in the Gita Press translation, Atma ke dharmo ko bola hai. Literally it appears like that. Atmana Dharman. But Shashti is not always used for ke. Dharman which are Atmas. Dharmas in the form of Atma. That also is a meaning. So Dharman means attributes, which means Jivatmas. That is the meaning.
Oh. Dharma. Achha.
If you have to correct that anuvad, I will say Atma Rupi Dharmo ko. Attributes in the form of Jivatmas. Kim Vishishtan? What is their characteristics? Dharman Atman. Gaganopaman. Gaganam Upama Yesham te Gaganopaman. Tan Atmano, those Atmas. Dharman. Again, Atmano Dharman, those Atmas means Dharma. Jnana seva punar visheshanam. He has told Jnana, Akasha Kalpa Jnana, he has known. But another adjective is being given to that Jnana. Neir, Dharmair, Atmavir, Abhinnam. Neir, Atmavir, plural is using here. Huh? Ne is Atmas. He has known Atmas. So that is Neo. Agni Ushnavat Savitra Prakashavaccha Jnanam. Like heat of the fire or light of the sun, non-different. That is how that Jnana is. Jnana is not different from Atmas. So all only Brahma Jnan is Brahman. Brahman itself is Brahma Jnan. Atma Jnan, Atma's Jnan means Atma itself is Jnan Sarup. That Jnan. That is the Vishesha. Jnanam tena jne avinnena jnanena akasha kalpena jneyatva sarupa avatirekta. Jneya Atma Sarup avatirekta, not different from the Atma Sarup by that knowledge. That means not by one knowledge he knows something else. Same thing is called knowledge, same thing, by that he knows that, identical. Gaganopaman dharman ya sambuddha, sambuddhavaniti. He knew. I am eva Ishvaro, yo Narayana ka. Shankara has made it explicit. This very God, Sagun Brahma, whose name was Narayan. Tam Vande Abhivadaye. Dvipadambaram. Dvipada Upalakshitanam Purushanam Varam is Pradhanam. Purushottamam iti abhipraya. Purushottam of the Gita, that is the meaning. Upadeshtu namaskara mukhena jnana jneya jnatru bheda rahitam paramartha darshanam iya prakarane pratipipadayishitam pratipaksha pratisheda dvarena pratijnatam bhavati. So by saluting the Upadeshta, the meaning is that I am going to tell you in this prakaran the real darshan which is free from the quarrels of the opposite parties. So, as I told you, quarrels of the opposite parties have to be dealt with by saluting the Upadeshta, not by my buddhi. Okay? Pratinatam bhavati. Now, one more, one day. See, the bhakti of the Jnani I was telling is not like a shallow dualistic bhakti, but in the highest knowledge there is bhakti. So, and the bhakti is such that he is saluting the sadhana taught by them, by those acharyas. In the Advaita Prakaran we had seen the name of the sadhana was Asparsha Yoga. So he brings here now. Those gurus, Asparsha Yogo Vainama, Sarva Sattva Sukho Hitaha, Avivado Aviruddhascha, Deshita Tam Namamyaham. In this Nikhilanji's translation, there is an incident mentioned that why Subramanyam Iyer went to Sringeri Shankaracharya and said, what is the special of Advaita? Everybody says, my opinion, my opinion. And that Shankaracharya pointed this shloka. See, this is good for all. And no quarrel with anybody. So that is the nature of this philosophy. So here, Asparsha Yoga Vai Nama. Really, Asparsha Yoga is the name. Unrelational sadhana. Sarva Sattva, Sattva means man, Sarva Sattva Sukho, Hitaha. Gives pleasure to all men and also benefits them. It's a little rare combination told in the 9th chapter of the Gita. Susukham kartum avayam. So it is for the benefit of all and pleasurable to all. Avivado, it does not debate with anybody because aviruddha, it is not opposed to anybody, so no question of debate comes. Deshita has been shown by those acharyas. Tam asparsha yogam namami aham. So tam does not refer to the acharyas. Tam refers to the asparsha yoga shown by the acharyas. So salutation to that sadhana, importance of sadhana is being inculcated upon our mind by saluting the sadhana, which is such that it benefits all. It gives pleasure to all. It is not opposed to anybody. It has no debate with anybody. That sadhana also is saluting. That is Jnani's bhakti. Adhuna Advaita Darshana Yogasya Namaskara Tatsutaye. Advaita Darshan turned into yoga, sadhana. Advaita Darshan yoga is called Asparsha yoga. Then Namaskar to that, Tatsutaye, to show its importance. Shankara detailed commentary, Sparshanam Sparsha Sambandho Navidyate Yasya Yogasya Kenachit Kadachidapi So Asparsha Yoga Brahma Svabhava Eva. So Asparsha Yoga is of the nature of Brahman itself. No relation with anybody. Vai Nama. Vai means it is the name of that. Iti. Brahma Vidam Asparsha Yoga Iti Evam Prasiddha Iti Artha. Vai means it is famous that it is the Asparsha Yoga taught by Brahmajnas. Such a Sarva Sattva Sukha, it gives happiness to all. Bhavati kaschid atyanta sukha sadhana vishishtopi dukkha rupa yatha tapa ayam tu na tatha. Shankar shows the implication. Something is going to give you highest pleasure, but while doing it is difficult. Like tapa. It is not like that. Ayam tu na tatha kim tari sarva sattvanam sukha. Giving happiness to all the beings. Tatha iya bhavati kaschid vishopabhoga sukho nahita. Now vishopabhoga also is happy, pleasurable, but it is not beneficial. Ayam tu sukho hitascha. It is pleasurable as well as beneficial. Nityam aprachalita svabhavatvat. Because it never changes. So it is beneficial. And by nature, Brahman is Ananda Swarup. So it gives happiness also. Kimcha avivado viruddhavadanam vivada, taking opposite side, paksha pratipaksha parigrahena, yasmin navidyate, swaviyada. There is nothing to debate in this. Kasmat, why? Yato aviruddhascha, because it is not opposed to anybody, so no occasion of debate. Ye idrusho yogo deshita upadishta shastrena. Shastra has taught this type of sadhana. Tam namamyam pranamami iti artha. Okay? So the real thing will start from third karika, but the real thing has started by salutation. of Paramatman, avatar, Purushottam, and the yoga taught by the Jnanis. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhir Yajatra Sthirairangai Stushtoansastanu Vyashema Devahitam Yadayu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.